Inner City Law Center has always been an amazing place, but it was a tiny little jewel. In 1980, Nancy Minty graduates from law school at UCLA and moves to the Catholic Worker Soup Kitchen here in the Skid Row neighborhood. She provides legal services for folks who are living in the neighborhood, people on the streets who are struggling to get back into housing. That's where Inner City Law Center got its start.
I never imagined that little Inner City Law Center would become the powerhouse that it is.
Inner City Law Center exists to assist folks who are struggling with housing instability. They're either already on the streets and experiencing homelessness, or they're very precariously housed.
You have all these people with all this talent. You have these law clerks that are incredibly passionate about the work. You have these seasoned attorneys who have the knowledge, the skill, the expertise. They can come in and really hold the hands of the people who don't have those resources.
I think people don't understand how close everyone is to housing insecurity.
The teams at Inner City Law Center are broken up into multiple divisions. We have our tenant defense team that is really focused on eviction defense, folks who are nearing or entering the eviction process and really needs that additional support to make sure that they stay within their home.
Our role is to keep Angelenos housed, and eviction is the primary cause of homelessness.
The North Star of what we do in affirmative litigation is representing people who live in horrendous living conditions and who are holding on by their fingernails to keep that. It's the organizers at the very beginning of this journey who go out into the fields and identify these slum buildings and talk to tenants and convince them to be plaintiffs in an affirmative case against a landlord.
They just want somebody to hear them out. And I think that they see hope. They see help. Once we knock on doors and we explain what we do, they see more than anything hope.
On our team, we prioritize working with veterans who have very evolved mental health issues. Our clients, a lot of them don't have anyone, and so we become a really stable figure in their life.
The public benefits team works mostly with clients in Los Angeles County who are on GR or general relief. That is like the county's basic welfare program. Most of our clients are homeless, although that is not a requirement to receive help from us. Everyone deserves access to legal counsel for whatever issue that they're going through.
PEP is preventing and ending homelessness. We ensure that our clients' housing is protected.
The people on that project will help with benefits, they'll help with housing issues, but they'll also help with a whole array of other things. It might be an immigration issue, a consumer law issue, expungement issue, whatever it is that we and our clients together determine is a barrier to them either moving into housing or maintaining housing.
Our pro bono team is really diverse. We really try to hold your hand and to provide that mentorship along the way, and our pro bono partners really appreciate that.
One of the greatest challenges I think we have here in California and across the nation is that people can't afford lawyers.
Our pro bono volunteers donated hours valued at more than $13 million, and we're very, very proud of that.
The public policy team at Inner City Law, we are responsible for lobbying for state, federal, and city laws that reduce homelessness. We also spend a lot of time working on tenant protections. The most effective way to address homelessness is to prevent it from happening at all. We approach those efforts trying to pass tenant protection laws from the experience of the lawyers representing people in court.
I'm excited to see how we continue to grow. I'm excited to see our footprint and what we leave. I think we will always stay true to supporting the Skid Row and downtown community.
I think ultimately when you help us, it allows us to represent more tenants in eviction cases.
Money would allow us to expand our team and expand the number of cases that we can bring, because the conditions are not getting better, they're getting worse.
When you donate and you make a contribution to the luncheon or to Inner City in general, that goes directly to the population that we are serving.
Please support the luncheon. It makes a difference in people's lives.
Every single day, we are keeping people in their homes. We are finding pathways for folks off of the streets and into housing. And we need resources to make that happen. And it's your contributions that enable that.
Please welcome to the stage Inner City Law Center CEO, Adam Murray.
Thank you for that welcome, and thank you for being here today. It's wonderful to see so many people gathered to support Inner City Law Center. To understand Inner City Law Center, you really have to understand our clients. Inner City Law Center's clients come to us at moments in their lives when they are facing great challenges. Many of them are already experiencing homelessness. For those who are not, the vast majority are very precariously housed and trying to hold on to that housing. 45% of our clients live with a significant disability, and 48%, almost half of our clients, when they come to us, live in households where the annual income for that household is under $10,000 a year. We partner with our clients. We work with each one of our clients to try to identify a pathway to housing stability. And as a result of those conversations and that focus, last year we ended up representing over 800 families who were facing eviction and over 500 veterans who were seeking VA benefits. This work is done by 150 staff at Inner City Law Center, some of whom are here today. If you are a staff member at Inner City Law Center, I'd like to ask that you rise so we can give you a round of applause for your service. These are challenging times in this country. I don't need to tell this room that. But by being here today, you are choosing light over darkness, hope over despair. By standing with Inner City Law Center in our fight for housing and our fight for justice for our clients, you are making a significant difference, a concrete difference in the lives of our clients. In addition to the 150 staff, we rely very heavily on 36 members of our board of directors who are incredibly dedicated to this work. We have over 700 pro bono volunteers last year, and all of you in this room are also contributing to make the work of Inner City Law Center possible. Because of this work, because of your commitment, last year, Inner City Law Center served over 400 clients, and Inner City Law Center recovered for those clients over $27 million. That's very worth clapping for, so I appreciate the applause. But I hope that you're applauding. I hope you're applauding yourselves as well, because it really is your support that makes that work possible. Now, in addition to celebrating the work of Inner City Law Center and to raising funds for Inner City Law Center that we will do today, we're also here to celebrate two of our champions. And I'm very excited to share for our humanitarian award this year, we are very excited to be honoring a gentleman who throughout his entire career has been a consistent and strong supporter of legal aid. We're very excited to have I always have to stop and think it's the second gentleman with us, Mr. Doug Emhoff. Each year we also give out our Catherine Krause Award. And this year, we're giving that award to a law firm that has again and again answered Inner City's call to support our clients and step up just repeatedly over the last few years in multiple cases, in multiple situations, multiple types of law. So we're very excited to this year as our Catherine Krause awardee, to have as our Catherine Krause awardee the law firm of King and Spalding. I also want to give a shout out to 4 elected officials who are with us here today. We have Delano Mayor Salvador Solorio Ruiz, Bellflower Mayor Victor Sanchez, Huntington Park Vice Mayor Jonathan Sanabria, and Inner City Law Center's very own Claremont City Council member, Jed Liano. So I'm the one, as those of you who have been at this event before, am always very focused on making sure that we are done at 1:30. So I'm gonna not stand up here for much longer. I'm gonna pass the microphone now to 2 of those really dedicated and committed board members at Inner City Law Center, our board president, Kenneth Trujillo Jameson, and the co-chair of today's event, Shauna Woods.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenneth Trujillo Jameson, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of Inner-City Law Center's Board of Directors.
And I'll enter my appearance as well. I'm Shauna Woods from Allen Mackins. I'm the co-chair of today's luncheon.
This event and Inner-City Law Center's work overall is deeply important to me. Everyone having access to housing is a core belief of mine, and it's why I got involved at Inner-City Law Center at the very beginning of my career. My interest in housing justice issues began because members of my own family have experienced housing insecurity. So believe me when I say I understand the importance of having a roof over your head and how losing your housing can change your life.
And I first came to Inner City in 2009 when I was in college, where I interned at Inner City. And there I had the privilege of working on a significant habitability case. And while a lot has changed since 2009, unfortunately the need for housing security and the work Inner City performs has not changed.
We're thrilled that you've come to today's luncheon and so grateful you could join us today. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to thank the generous sponsors whose names you'll see on the screens and in your programs. So first, we'd like to give a special shout out to our advocate level sponsor, Judicate West.
And we are also proud to recognize our champion level sponsors, the Achieving America Foundation, Bird Morella, Kroll and Mooring, Gibson Dunn, Houston Hennigan, King and Spalding, and Latham and Watkins. And there's more. Michelson Philanthropies, Munger, Tolles and Olson, O'Melveny and Myers, Sharon Oxborough, Southern California Edison, and Troutman, Pepper and Locke.
We are also proud to recognize our underwriter level sponsors, and please see those sponsors on our screen.
And we are also proud to recognize our benefactor level sponsors, also on the screen. And let's show all of our sponsors our appreciation.
We also want to give a huge thanks to the entire Inner-City Law Center Board of Directors for their hard work and dedication, and especially the luncheon committee who has worked tirelessly to help prepare today's event. Let's give them a round of applause. We also want to recognize and thank the small but mighty Inner-City Law Center development team that worked to make this event happen.
This luncheon is a special time for us to celebrate our victories over the years, recognize our remarkable honorees, elevate the voices of our clients, and spotlight the critical work Inner-City Law Center does. But today is also a powerful opportunity to support that work in a real, tangible way. Every dollar we raise today will help sustain Inner-City's work over all that year long.
We're excited to share that as of this morning, we've already raised well over $750,000 for today's event. But we, and hopefully you, are not stopping there. As we saw in the video and from Adam's remarks, every dollar raised today helps prevent evictions, protect struggling families, and move homeless veterans into permanent housing. And so to support this essential mission, we've set a goal to raise the most we've ever raised at this luncheon, right here, right now, together.
And here's how you can help. If you take out your phones, you can text ICLC 2026, that's one word, to the phone number 41444. And if you didn't get that down fast enough, on your tables, there's a QR code where you can scan that. And if that QR code on the table is too far away, turn over your program, because we also have a QR code there as well.
We thought about printing it on your napkin, but we thought that might be one step too far. And as you donate, if you do the text to donate, your pledge will light up the fundraising thermometer on the screen. If we can just check in on our progress on that. So I want to thank those who happen to be great donors who are on the screen right now. I want to thank Phil Cook for his generous donation, Uri Niv, and the pre-event funds raised, which is the events that, that's the total amount that we had raised before today. We also have Jillian Clow. If you'd like to see your name on the screen, please take out your phone and text. Also, to help get us started, the Inner-City Law Center Board of Directors and the Advisory Board have generously pledged to match the first $25,000 of funds that are raised today. And so that means that when you give today, your donation will go twice as far to support veterans, people with disabilities, and families on the brink of homelessness.
And no gift is too small today. While we like big gifts and we'll take as many as you're willing to give us, we'll also take anything that you are willing and able to help share today. We will check in on our progress again in a bit, but for now, it's our pleasure to turn over the mic to Inner-City Law Center's Director of Strategic Initiatives, Carolyn Kim, and Director of Program Operations, Angelina Pena.
Ooh, we have a fan club. That's wonderful. Thank you, Kenneth and Shauna. In my work as the Director of Program Operations, I, and along with my team, get to analyze our data, which means that I have the privilege of getting to see the big picture impact that Inner-City Law Center is making. But there are people behind those numbers. There are people whose stories are incredible and they're worth sharing.
So working at Inner-City Law Center is so deeply inspiring because we get to work alongside some of the fiercest advocates, and they are literally changing lives every day. We get to see how our work empowers clients to fight for themselves and their families.
Unfortunately, so much of that work is protecting clients from wrongful evictions. We know that eviction is the #1 driver of homelessness because when a person experiences an eviction, they are 300% more likely to need emergency shelter.
And we know that most tenants facing eviction cannot afford legal representation. Without a lawyer, less than 1% of tenants win their eviction cases. But 97% of the clients who receive our services from Inner-City Law Center's Tenant Defense Project remain housed.
That's the impact our numbers have. We're just 97% of them stay housed. Carolyn and I are here because we have both had the pleasure and privilege and honor of working on Inner-City Law Center's powerhouse team, the Tenant Defense Project. Our TDP team last year served almost 800 clients and secured over $7.5 million for those clients. That's a lot of money. And this was in part possible because of all of you sitting in this room.
And your support is what drives this work. Your giving is what allows us to transform lives. And together, I know we can do even more this next year, take on more cases, serve more clients, and prevent more evictions, as long as you continue to stand with us.
More importantly, we want to let our clients tell their stories in their own words and let you know what your support means to them. So now we have the privilege of sharing Teresa's incredible story with you.
Tengo 50 años viviendo en United States y tengo 30 viviendo en esta dirección. Mis 3 hijos son profesionales, salieron de ahí.
My mom, hardworking, single mother, was able to raise kids, to seek better opportunities in life as a result of affordable housing.
Entonces yo estaba recién operada de mi pierna. No recién, pero no podía caminar muy bien. Creo que toda esta presión hacia mí fue porque el elevador se descompuso y cada que iba yo, pues tenía que ir a comprarla, bajar, subir. Y yo iba y le suplicaba a la oficina que manejaba estos apartamentos y les decía que por favor arreglaran el elevador y como que ahí me agarraron como mucho coraje y no lo arreglaban.
I think I reached my breaking point when she told me this, in large part because her knees gave out and she fell and she had scrapes and bruises everywhere.
Yo de por sí tenía depresión. Tardé muchos días que no bajaba ni subía por las escaleras. Me aguantaba un día, 2 días que no tenía leche, tomate, chile, algo que necesitara de mi comida.
One of my friends down in San Diego, she's an attorney. She then referred me to inner city law.
What initially stood out to me about Teresa's case, it seemed like it was rooted in retaliation. Teresa, her daughter, had made a complaint about an elevator that had not been working. The landlord didn't address it themselves, so it resulted in an inspection. Once it was fixed, that kind of led to a series of notices to the tenant saying you need to do X, Y, or Z to avoid eviction. It's really in their financial interest to kind of keep tenants coming and going, always trying to bring in new tenants at market rate.
My mom, being a monolingual speaker of Spanish, you know, if she didn't have her children to kind of help navigate the system, I truly think that my mom would have ended up on the streets.
The case did not go to trial. Instead, we were able to negotiate a new lease. Once the new rental agreement was signed, then the case was dismissed.
After my mother's case was resolved, I saw the compassion and fierce advocacy that Inner City Law Center showed. I always was interested in working for Inner City Law Center, so everything that my mother went through, I can relate to our clients.
We'll always be grateful to Inner City Law for their support every step of the way.
Primeramente me siento muy feliz. Con Inner City estoy muy agradecida y pues no es mi propiedad, pero es mi casa. Mis recuerdos están ahí, las infancias de mis hijos, sus triunfos, sus fracasos, todo está, viví toda una vida ahí.
Please welcome to the stage Inner City Law Center Senior Paralegal Eric Quispy and Inner City Law Center Senior Staff Attorney Bindu Varghese.
Let's hear it again for Teresa. Every case Inner City Law Center takes on represents a family like Teresa's. What you saw in this video is just one example of an outcome that's possible when someone in need has a lawyer in their corner fighting for them. And a lot of times that lawyer is one of Inner City Law Center's amazing pro bono volunteers. Every year, hundreds of pro bono lawyers and paralegals donate their time to ensure every ICLC client in need has access to excellent representation, regardless of income.
Last year, more than 700 pro bono volunteers donated over 20,000 hours to help Inner City Law Center clients. And some of our most essential pro bono volunteers are the dedicated members of Inner City Law Center's Pro Bono Council. This volunteer council is made up of dedicated, hardworking people who guide Inner City Law Center's pro bono efforts.
Each year, Inner City Law Center presents our Catherine Krause Award to those who, like Catherine, have made an exceptional contribution to our client communities, bringing meaningful change to those who need it most. And this year, we want to recognize a law firm that has been a steadfast partner in creating that change, King & Spalding.
King & Spalding attorneys and paralegals play key roles at Inner City Law Center, with James Unger serving on our board of directors, Jermaine Habel serving on our pro bono council, and many King & Spalding attorneys serving as longtime volunteers in our pro bono program.
We want to especially recognize the King and Spalding attorneys with us here today: Alexis Ashton, Ariana Fuller, Jeff Hammer, Jessica Shute, Stacy Hambleton, Zachary Munson. Arwen Johnson could not be here today, but we also are so grateful for the many King and Spalding attorneys and paralegals who have supported ICLC. We are so grateful to have your support, partnership, and commitment to the work that we do.
And through the years, King and Spalding there you go. Through the years, King and Spalding attorneys have helped more than half a dozen ICLC clients fight and successfully settle unlawful evictions, ensuring low-income tenants get a soft landing. Over just the past 2 years, the firm has helped with legal research, fought for clients facing pervasive harassment from landlords, and have diligently worked on affirmative civil cases to protect tenant stability during moments of crisis.
King and Spalding's advocacy has been rigorous, client-centered, and uncompromising. Their lawyers exemplify the firm's deep and sustained commitment to pro bono service for our community. And so today it is our honor to present them with this year's Catherine Krause Award. And here today to accept this award on behalf of King and Spalding, our partner James Unger and Senior Associate Jermaine Habel.
Good afternoon. Thank you for that introduction, Bindu and Eric, and for all the work you and your colleagues do. I'm James Unger, a partner in King & Spalding's LA office, and it is my pleasure, along with my colleague Jermaine Habel, to accept the Catherine Krause Award on behalf of all of my colleagues at our firm. I'm not usually nervous about public speaking, but please bear with me. For the last few weeks, I've been on parental leave, hanging out only with my newborn daughter, wife, and mother-in-law. Thank you. Easy applause line. And so my public speaking has been limited to dramatic readings of Llama Llama Red Pajama. But I've served on the board of ICLC, and Jermaine serves on the Pro Bono Council, but this award is truly a credit to the work of many lawyers in our office, several of whom are here today. Jermaine and I want to tell you about some of the work that we've done with ICLC, and we hope it inspires you to think of new ways to support InterCity's mission of housing and justice for some of the most vulnerable members of our community.
We have litigated alongside ICLC in a variety of cases that further its mission. To give a couple of examples, we've worked on multi-plaintiff affirmative litigation challenging illegal and unacceptable conditions at multifamily developments. In Gonzalez versus Patron Equities, King & Spalding partnered with ICLC to protect families in multi-unit housing in Long Beach who endured persistent mold, leaks, pests, structural failures, and repeated code violations. After the case was filed, defendants and their agents pressured tenants, many of whom speak only Spanish, to sign broad releases presented in English and misrepresented as routine paperwork, sometimes with threats. King & Spalding worked with ICLC to quickly secure an ex parte temporary restraining order and then an injunction to stop the intimidation and protect tenants' rights. In Sanchez versus Rapport Property Management, a case we are currently litigating with ICLC, we represent dozens of families living in a rent-stabilized building on Normandy Avenue in Koreatown. When a new owner purchased the Normandy building in November 2024, it immediately began a harassment campaign, video recording our clients both inside and outside their units, and imposing illegal rent increases to coerce them to move out. Moreover, management has also let the Normandy building fall into disrepair with mold, utility shutoffs, and pest infestations. We are committed to enabling our clients to live undisturbed in their homes in safe conditions as they are legally entitled. Our work has also included representing individual low-income tenants in eviction proceedings. As one example, in a case James and I worked together last year, our client faced an eviction after a health crisis and a long-standing dispute with his landlord over conditions in the unit. By the time the case came to ICLC, our client faced imminent eviction and damages he would never be able to pay. He told us he was considering personal bankruptcy and was near giving up. But we litigated that case aggressively until, in the middle of the landlord's deposition, we reached a settlement. The landlord waived all claimed damages and back rent, returned our client's security deposit, and gave him several months to find new housing. Along with ICLC, we then helped connect our client with services and find alternative housing. He told us that the help we and ICLC provided was life-changing. Working alongside Bindu and others on that case, we saw firsthand the expertise and dedication of ICLC's attorneys. And this is only one of several cases where we have helped individuals stay in their homes or move out on their own terms instead of being evicted.
We are so proud of this work, which has featured some of our newest and some of our most senior attorneys alike. And we are proud of our partnership with ICLC because we know the difference it makes in clients' lives. All of us who are lawyers can help those who face powerful landlords and an intimidating system, people who without counsel face long odds to stay in their homes or live in decent conditions, just by showing up where someone vulnerable would otherwise be unrepresented. We can empower them to push back, be heard, and have their rights upheld. The difference in outcome can be life-changing. Given the challenges we face around homelessness and the scapegoating and dehumanization of the unhoused and immigrants that has become all too common, ICLC's mission has never been more vital. Your time, your skills, and your support have never been more needed, and your ability to make an impact has never been greater. I know so many in this room are already doing extraordinary work to support this mission. So if you're involved, I say I hope you will continue and find ways to do more. And if you haven't yet been involved with ICLC, then I hope you will find a way to work with them and that you will find the work as rewarding as we have. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again to King and Spalding, our Catherine Krause honorary recipient. While you're enjoying your meal, did you remember to make your gift of support yet? Don't forget to text your gift of support to 41444. All donations are greatly appreciated. No gift is too big or too small. Now, let's hear from another ICLC client.
I went through my basic training, and then when I went to my permanent party in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, there was a commanding officer that really didn't like women. He just got me out. Without my permission, didn't ask me, he just did it. I was way too young to even know to fight back or get some help. I would have liked to have stayed in and pursued my career. So that took away from my pension. I got PTSD. So because of the way I was made to leave the service. 2015, I got declared disabled. I couldn't work anymore. I had no income coming in. And I just was couch surfing for 6 years, in which the Army or the military, they consider that homeless.
The veterans disability process as it stands right now is very, very difficult. For a veteran who is disabled, they can apply on their own, and then oftentimes they will get denied.
Because of my hearing loss, my tinnitus, or my PTSD, I have a hard time
coping.
The VA had determined that it was not severe enough. The truth is that her PTSD had been preventing her from working for literal years. Less than 1 week after I filed the TDIU appeal, they issued another denial. That signaled to me that the VA did not even bother looking at her records, bother looking at the case.
I didn't get my hopes up. When it did happen, it was that much sweeter reward.
I told her specifically that your TDIU claim was finally granted because the VA realized that they made a huge mistake. She will be getting retroactive benefits in the amount of $52,815.50, and that her new monthly benefits would now be $3,831.30.
I could have kissed her through the phone. I was just so happy. Now that I have 100% of my benefits, I don't have to worry about food. My bills are always paid, and it's been the first time my whole life I've felt this way.
I am happy to be a part of this process and helping veterans so that they don't give up, because I'm not going to give up.
We served our country, and we deserve to be helped and compensated.
Please welcome to the stage ICLC Senior Policy Advisor, Jed Liano.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope that video highlights the importance of this work and reminds us all why we are here. It is all about serving our clients who happen to be the most vulnerable veterans in Los Angeles. I am so proud to advocate for this program. For the last year, I have been at the LA County Board of Supervisors fighting for funding to continue to support these lawyers that help our unhoused veterans. For an outlay of only $700,000 per year, they win back $5 million per year for unhoused veterans. That is a 7-to-1 return on investment. Let me hear it for the 7-to-1. We also are engaged in some remarkably complicated litigation, and specifically our slum housing affirmative litigation. ICLC is committed to holding negligent and abusive landlords accountable for slum housing conditions and tenant harassment. It is easy for tenants who are too poor to afford counsel to feel intimidated by their landlords, but we absolutely work our hardest to level that playing field. We are committed to ensuring safe and habitable housing and ensuring livable conditions and dignity for our clients. Last year, ICLC's slum housing and affirmative litigation team recovered over $8 million for our clients. Let's hear it. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear one of our clients' story. Let's hear from Melinda.
Yo soy Maribel García. Mi familia somos 8 en total. Donde vivimos hay 4 unidades. Es una casa que está al frente donde vive mi hermana con mis sobrinos. La parte de atrás hay 3 departamentos.
This property had been owned originally by a husband and wife, and the husband had maintained the property on his own and not very well.
Empezamos a tener problemas graves de plomería, de electricidad, y no nos escuchaba. Después vendió a otros dueños también, fue el mismo problema. Nos quisieron sacar, pero como nunca quisimos, fue que empezaron a ignorarnos y a hacer cosas tal vez para molestarnos.
Tenants can be required to put up with so much. There's just a lack of housing, and the landlords really have the upper hand. An intense harassment campaign was instituted where they were told, we'll pay you this much to move, and if you don't accept by Friday, we're going to get you out one way or another, and you're not going to get this money.
Nos encerraron prácticamente con ese montón de tierra que nos dejaron 2 días ahí sin avisarnos. Estaba afectando el estar
a veces en las madrugadas levantándonos a barrer agua que se salía de las paredes por tubos rompidos. Había bastantes ratones que acabaron con ropa de mis hijos, con fotografías, recuerdos que eran queridos y perdimos.
What we were trying to get for our clients was, not only a livable place, but also to get them monetary compensation for their damages for having to live like this. When the lawsuit was first filed, a couple of months later, they decided to make renovations.
Unos días antes de Navidad. Nos sacaban a las 7 de la mañana en días lluviosos y estábamos afuera todo el día hasta las 6, 7 de la tarde en los carros, cocinando afuera.
While they were gone, some of their property was disposed of, and I feel like if they didn't have legal representation behind them, they probably would have been pushed out and they would have lost their homes and had to find somewhere else to live.
De verdad fue algo bonito, algo sentirse uno seguro con la ayuda de los abogados.
This case settled for $1.5 million for all of our clients, and of that, a little over $322,000 went to Maribel and her family.
Siempre va a haber personas que quieren sacar provecho de las que menos tenemos, pero siempre hay que unirnos como comunidad y buscar la ayuda que necesitamos.
Please welcome back to the stage Shauna Woods, Annual Awards Luncheon Co-Chair, and James Unger, King and Spalding Honoree and ICLC Annual Awards Committee Member.
James, I have to tell you that I was surprised that Adam asked us to do this portion of the luncheon again this year. I don't know what you heard, the feedback you received, but people told me they felt it was coercive. Others thought it was manipulative. And my parents said it was a really fun time, so.
I'm pretty sure that's why Adam asked us to do it again, actually.
So let's check in on where we are so far with our fundraising. That's okay. We'll take it.
Let's see who's already made a donation today. Put your hands up if you've already made your donation. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. That seems like a good start, but we'd love to see everyone's hands in the air, and we're actually not going to move on until we do. So.
And yes, exactly right. For the rest of you, there's still plenty of time to donate. As I've mentioned, there's a QR code on the tents on your table. It's on the back of your program. You can text ICLC 2026 to 41444. And it's also on the screen.
This is what the luncheon is about, not just celebrating what we've done, but fueling what comes next. Let's hear from Inner City Law Center staff, clients, and volunteers about how you make it happen. Play the video, please.
Did you know the best way to end homelessness is to prevent it from happening in the first place? Here at Inner City Law Center, we believe that everyone deserves
dignity, justice,
and a safe place to call home.
Every day, we work to protect renters
from losing their homes, advocate for homeless veterans,
educar a los inquilinos en sus derechos,
stand up to slumlords,
secure support for people with disabilities,
reunite families,
help homeless Angelinos find housing,
and keep it.
Nuestros clientes son personas que no tienen los recursos necesarios para contratar un abogado
and don't have anywhere else to turn.
Without legal representation,
they almost always lose their case.
But your support reverses the odds
by putting an attorney in their corner.
Your support is what makes our work possible.
Your gift helps Inner City Law Center
stop homelessness in its tracks.
Your donation empowers Inner City Law Center to provide comprehensive,
holistic legal support
para las personas que lo necesitan más.
If you're ready to help Inner City Law Center
y transformar vidas,
then it's time to take out your phones
and text to give.
Okay, everyone, right now, let's do this.
Get out your phones. Get to texting.
Don't do it in 2 minutes, because then you're not going to do it. Do it right now.
Because we can't do it without you.
We can't do it without you.
From every Inner City Law Center
cliente,
volunteer,
and staff member.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
So let's do it. Take out your phones and start texting ICLC 2026 to 41444.
We would really like to raise as much as we can to support the work of Inner City Law Center and the clients they serve. And in case you missed this, if you're looking to make an impact on homelessness, you are in the right place, and the time is now.
And we're going to try something a little unusual for this luncheon this year. We're going to see if people in the room are willing to give right now, and we're going to call out certain amounts and see if we can find people in the room who are willing to donate.
So let's start really high, being ambitious. Can we get a $10,000 gift? Is there a $10,000 gift in the room? Sharon Oxborough, thank you so much. That is extremely generous. Extremely generous. How about a $5,000 gift? Anyone? Patrick McNicholas, thank you so much. And we also want to say that we have 2 gifts from supporters who couldn't be here today, but also wanted to support the work of ICLC at the $5,000 level. Tom Burke and Mackenzie Hawkins, and Mike and Laura Wallace. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sharon. And it looks like we also just hit the board match, so James and I are now both $1,000 poorer. Thank you. Let's see if we have anyone who's willing to donate $2,500. Do I see anyone in the room who's willing to do that? Okay, what about $1,000? If I've seen your name in top verdicts and settlements this year, I want to see your hand in the air. Okay. What about $500? I see a gentleman over there at table 11 with a mustache. You. Yeah, you can look around, but it's you. Stand up. Do you have $500 to give Inner City today? That's a yes. Anyone want to join that gentleman and raise your hand and give $500 right now? Okay, so last year, I did call somebody out, and I made him stand up, and I embarrassed him, but it was my husband. And I did give him warning in advance because I obviously am not interested in getting a divorce. And after the luncheon, someone came up to me and said, you know, that was very funny, but it'd be really funny if you didn't give people notice next year. Mike Fewer, do you remember telling me that? Yes, you do. Do you have $250 to donate to Inner City Law Center today? There you go. Thank you, Mike Fewer.
You really have to be careful what you say to Shauna.
I remember everything.
Does anyone have $100 that they can give to Inner City Law Center today? Or if you've already given $100.
Raise your hand if you've given $100. Leila Gassemi, thank you.
Thank you so much.
No gift is too small, and we are so grateful for all of you that have donated thus far, but let's keep that thermometer going up.
All right, well, let's take a look at how much we've raised so far. We are up to $869,332 of our $1 million goal, which is fantastic. And we are going to grudgingly leave the stage, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook. If you haven't yet given, please take out your phone and support the work that ICLC does.
And James will be standing at the door to make sure that everybody who leaves has donated. So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Again, thank you all for your gifts of support. Please continue to text ICLC 2026, a gift of hope, to 41444. Now let's continue with our program and welcome back to the stage ICLC CEO Adam Murray.
All right, well, thank you all for your contributions. As I mentioned earlier, I'm the one who likes to keep the program running, but I don't want people to stop texting, so please keep those contributions coming. I have the pleasure now of introducing our Humanitarian Award recipient. Each year, Inner City Law Center gives this award to an individual who has made a remarkable commitment to our clients and to the communities that we serve. And our honoree this year has done exactly that on a local level here in Los Angeles, on a national level, and on an international level as well. Mr. Doug Emhoff has been a champion for legal aid, for the rule of law, and for ensuring that as many people as possible have access to a lawyer throughout his entire career. I want to share with you a quote I found, actually two quotes I found, but one that Doug, when he spoke about being a young lawyer and the work of his pro bono work. And he said, that gratitude and that feeling of purpose as a lawyer when you were able to keep someone in their homes, someone in their home. That commitment, Doug has evidenced throughout his career. He has represented folks facing eviction, folks facing foreclosure, folks dealing with fraud, a whole host of issues where again and again he has stepped up and answered the call to assist those who without his assistance would not have access to counsel, would not have an attorney to represent them. To get a sense of how important this work is to Doug, I want to share a second quote, which is him saying, I've seen firsthand, both as a lawyer and seeing many other lawyers over the years, the difference a lawyer can make. In many cases, it's life or death. It's being able to get benefits, it's being able to get food, it's being able to keep a roof over your head. This is the spirit, this is the focus that Doug took with him from Los Angeles when he went back to DC, and as he worked nationally on these issues across the country and even internationally. Again and again, he has been a very strong voice, an outspoken voice for justice, for access to justice, for the rule of law, again and again, both as a private attorney in his work as the first, second gentleman, and throughout his career. Doug, although he's worked internationally and nationally on these issues, is an Angelino. At least I consider him an Angelino. I think he considers himself an Angelino. He moved here when he was a teenager. He went to Cal State Northridge. He went to USC Law School, where he now teaches in addition to his work at Wilkie Farr and Gallagher. And it is with deep gratitude and appreciation that I now get to present on behalf of Inner-City Law Center our 2026 Humanitarian Award to Douglas C. Emhoff. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you, Adam. Wow, this has been to so many of these lunches and dinners, and I always wondered what it would be like to get one of these awards. And now I finally did, so thank you, Inner City. I'm not going to speak unless you all text more money. Let's see that, okay. Adam, thank you so much. This means so much to me. I've gotten to know you over the years, and you really are a champion, a warrior for justice, for equality, for the rule of law, our community. Thank you, Adam, and thank you to the team here. And King and Spalding, Wilkie, I see so many of my colleagues here in this room that I've worked with in my long career here in the Los Angeles legal community. So thank you all for being here, for supporting this incredible cause, and Betsedic, Public Counsel, and all the other worthy public law firms that need our support more now than ever. So thank you for being here and for the support. I'm really humbled and honored to be here today, and it brings me back to why I became a lawyer. I hated bullies. I was a little kid, and I was always in the sandbox. You got to get through me to get to that person. And then I would see these TV shows in the 70s, and there were lawyers, and I say, wow, there's actually a job where you can fight back against bullies, and that's this job. It's just the work that you've seen on these videos and from the testimonials, and the passion of the folks that are doing this work. And that's why I wanted to be a lawyer, because I hated bullies, and you know what? I still do. I hate watching people with power take advantage of the powerless. It pisses me off, and it should piss you off. People who get pushed around because they just don't have money, they don't have influence, they don't have connections, and they don't have somebody to stand next to them, especially in their time of need. And so that's what pulled me into the law back in the 80s here in Los Angeles. And I remember to this day, starting out in the early 90s in my big, double-breasted fuchsia, or I don't know what color that was. I think David Byrne had it. And I went to the courthouse around the corner. And yeah, I saw some other lawyers wearing their suits, but what else did I see? I saw people in the hallways, some just sitting on the floor, just looking, hoping that somebody would notice them and help them. And they were looking at us, at the lawyers. And so many of them, too many of them, didn't have a lawyer. And then you could see the impact of walking into that courthouse, that imposing, intimidating, brutalistic building, without somebody to stand next to them. And you can see the impact of that. And I wanted to be somebody who stood with them and not somebody who just looked away. And so as a very young lawyer, I went on two paths. I started at Pillsbury, become a great lawyer and help people. You can do both. And guess what, young lawyers here? Doing pro bono work helps you train. Sometimes it's the only opportunities you're going to have as a young lawyer to go to court and actually stand up in front of a judge or stand up against some institution trying to deny benefits. So do this work, and you can do both. It's going to help your community, it's going to help those clients, and it's going to help you professionally. So I did pro bono work from the very beginning. As Adam mentioned, my first case was an unlawful detainer, and I helped keep somebody in their home. And then I guess I was her lawyer. She would just show up at Pillsbury asking for me and whatever she needed. I just did it. I don't know if I run conflicts. Anyone from Pillsbury, sorry, but I helped. I helped people from getting ripped off. There were people preying on homeowners in the community, selling roofs and aluminum siding and things like that, where they would sign documents and they were unknowingly signing away their property. So we helped them keep their homes. And that work just helped me as much as anything in my career to get me where I got to. Because when you sit across from somebody who's terrified, who feels powerless, who's about to lose their home or even their life, their dignity, protecting their children, protecting their family, you have to learn very quickly that this practice of law is not just abstract. It actually is meaningful. It has a meaningful difference in people's lives, and it's personal. And for us lawyers, a case file can't just become another matter because, hold on. Because again, for these clients, it's their entire life. That work, it changed me. It forced me to slow down a lot. I was a young man in a hurry, and it forced me to listen. It forced me to just take in what other people were going through. It taught me judgment, it taught me perspective, and humility. And it taught me that being a lawyer is not just about mastering the law, it's about understanding people. And that stayed without me throughout my decades in law, through all the opportunities that I've had, and even during my time as the first ever second gentleman. It's still pretty surreal that I came from this community and was in the White House, but I was in the White House. So what did I do? I tried to take advantage of that opportunity and promote this thing called access to justice. And access to justice became a major focus for me because when you travel around the country like I did, you see how fragile life is for so many Americans, especially during COVID when Biden-Harris took office. You could see it. People were living close to the edge. One illness, one layoff, one abusive relationship, one eviction notice, one financial crisis, and suddenly everything could start unraveling. And that's why organizations like this matter so much, because they oftentimes can step in before people fall through the cracks completely. They understand that preventing homelessness is often the most effective way to fight homelessness in the first place. And the work right now is becoming harder, not easier. We are living through a moment where public interest law is not only under pressure, it's under attack. Legal services organizations have always been stretched thin. That's why this money we're giving is so important. But these institutions are being attacked. Voting rights are under assault all around the country. Basic constitutional principles that many assumed were settled now feel fragile again. And when that happens, it's us lawyers who must step forward and fight. And that has always been true in this country. At every major inflection point in American history, civil rights, voting rights, workers' rights, marriage equality, protections for women, disability rights, it's been us lawyers who have stood side by side with the advocates to win those battles. But this rule of law, as we've seen, it is fragile and it's under attack, and it doesn't just protect itself. Courts do not protect themselves. Rights do not protect themselves. Democracy itself does not protect itself. It's us people who have to defend it, especially now when every one of those things I just mentioned is under attack. So part of why this moment feels so dangerous to many of us in the legal profession is because we are watching basic ideas that once felt settled, like how could we be talking about some of these things, suddenly become negotiable. Respect for courts, respect for elections, respect for facts, respect for the peaceful transfer of power, respect for law enforcement who defend our institutions. Those must be non-negotiable. Those must be foundational principles. Without them, what is the rule of law? Then it's just words on paper. And I have to say this plain, I saw something in the news the last couple of days that just is shocking, and more people need to be shocked about this, that the idea that us taxpayers can somehow fund a slush fund for people who attacked our Capitol on January 6th is beyond outrageous, and it's us lawyers who need to step up on something like this. And I'm saying this regardless of your politics. This isn't a Democrat-Republican issue. This is a U.S. Constitution, U.S. citizen issue. We should all be against this. So I've spent more than 30 years in large law firms, 4 years as second gentleman. Let me say this very clearly. Public interest lawyers and legal aid lawyers are some of the toughest and most impressive lawyers and people that I have ever met. And you saw that today. The stakes are high, their clients are under enormous pressure, and the resources are never enough. And yet, they show up every day with spirit. You saw that in these videos and the people who've spoken. And they fight for people who otherwise would be standing alone, against systems that are sometimes just designed to crush them. And these lawyers stand with them and get them the help that they not only need, but that they deserve. And I've been fortunate in my life to have a partner in Kamala Harris, who has, let's just say she pushes me hard on these issues. Can never take my eye off the ball. And she says hi, by the way. She's always believed deeply that public service matters, that justice matters, and that if you have the ability to help people, then you have a responsibility to do it. That belief has shaped me as a lawyer, as a husband, and as a public servant. So receiving this recognition today means so much to me because it connects directly back to why I became a lawyer in the first place. I hate bullies, and I still hate bullies. And I'm going to continue to do everything I can now that I'm back home at Wilkie and at our firm and so many firms here. We are doing everything we can each and every day to fight back. We have a bunch of emails we're on every day. I'm sure you do at all your firms. Respond to those emails. I know you're busy. I know there's a lot going on. But look at what's happening right now. As I mentioned, all the attacks on voting rights, rule of law, on our Constitution, on our courts. This is the time to push back. This is the time to continue to support groups like Inner City and others in our town and in our country because they need it. I'm so grateful for this award. I'm so grateful to be a lawyer from this community. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to our Humanitarian Award honoree recipient, Doug Emhoff. Now, please welcome ICLC Chief Development Officer, Karika Thompson.
Thank you all so much. Let's give another round of applause to Mr. Emhoff for those very wonderful and poignant words that are so meaningful and impactful and true for what's going on in our nation. So thank you so much for being here and for sharing everything with us. As we bring Inner City Law Center's 26th Annual Awards Luncheon to a close, I want to personally thank each and every one of you. First, thank you so much for showing up here today. Your presence at this event is a testament to your dedication to ending homelessness and ensuring that individuals, families, homeless veterans, and others struggling with housing insecurity receive access to decent, safe, and affordable housing. Give yourselves a well-deserved round of applause. I'd like, of course, again, to just thank our very generous sponsors. It's your support that helps us continue to serve the thousands of clients we help every year, and you have our deepest appreciation. With that, I want to thank the very courageous clients who shared their stories with us to help raise awareness of these issues and the need for legal services to help support and keep our fellow Angelinos housed. Some of those clients are here today. Teresa and Janet, please stand up. I believe you're right over there. Can't see you. Thank you. I'd also like to thank all of our staff who do this work every day, day in and day out. And I want to give an extra special thanks to all the staff members who you saw in our wonderful videos. We can't tell ICLC's story without you, and I truly appreciate your willingness and sometimes unwillingness to appear in videos and help tell our stories. And I also want to recognize all of the hard ICLC staff that showed up to volunteer here today and help make this event happen, as well as the wonderful ICLC staff that, again, maybe a little bit unwillingly, were on stage sharing stories and talking about the impactful work they do. Please give them all a round of applause. And then thank you again to everyone who donated here today. Let's do one last look at the thermometer if we can to see. Woohoo! We raised almost $100,000 here today, so thank you so much. All gifts, no matter how big or small, like Sean and James said, go to sustaining our work, and every gift matters, so thank you. And now, without further ado, we're very lucky to have a very special music performance from the Urban Voices Project Performance Choir. They're a non-audition choir composed of artists, performers, and advocates of Skid Row. Throughout the year, they perform for audiences throughout LA County, raising awareness of the conditions of homelessness, including mental health and socioeconomic inequities, and sharing the healing power of music. The choir's performances showcase both the individual stories of the ensemble and a collective voice on experiences of homelessness. We are delighted to have them here today to share their musical talent and skills with all of you. So now please join me in welcoming the Urban Voices Project Performance Choir.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna ask you to clap with us. Ready? So 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2. Come on, don't be shy. That's right. All right, we're gonna start singing with you in a minute. And that's right. I can see you all there. We want everybody to be clapping with us. Come on. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. Keep clapping. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up, up, hold everybody up, 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 hold everybody up, 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 hold everybody up. We clap. We keep clapping. Hey. Just because you look like you and I look like me, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. You're not my enemy. Can you sing that with us? Hey. Just because you look like you and I look like me, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. You're not my enemy. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody, everybody. Gotta hold everybody up. Sing again. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. And we keep clapping. It says, people all around the world sometimes feel so sad. But when others show they care, well, things don't seem so bad. Sing it, people. People all around the world sometimes feel so sad. But when others show, they well, things don't seem so bad. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody, everybody. Gotta hold everybody up. Sing again. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. Again, come on. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hey, hey, we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. Yeah. So we're the Urban Voices Project group, urbanvoicesproject.org. If you want to find some more about us, our goal is to inspire and to promote the wellness of music. Give it up for these fantastic singers that we have here in the house. Cassius, Debbie, and Curling. My name is Francisco Ruiz. I'm the Associate Music Director, and we're just so happy to be here. We want to teach you a song now. This song is called Rise Again, and believe it or not, we have that song out on any platform. So if you go to Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere in YouTube, you can find the song Rise Again by the Urban Voices Project now. So we're so happy to have that song be now available for all of you. And this song has a little bit of like hand motions and signals that I want you to try with us. So everybody, if you can show me your hands like this real quick. Yeah, show me your hands. Yeah. Okay, cool, great. Now we go like this. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. Can we try that? I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going so I can rise again. Rise again. Come on. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to what? To sing. I've got the strength to keep on going so I can rise again. Rise again. Now this part is the easy part of the song. It goes like this. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going so I can rise again. Rise again. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going so I can rise again. So I can rise again. Rise again. So I can rise again. Rise again. Thank you. So as we often ask in our programs that run weekly, we have programs throughout the city of Los Angeles. And one thing that we ask is, what do you need? And we say, take what you need from this hour of music, magic, music, healness, right? Music, medicine that we bring to you. And so just asking to yourself, like, why are you here? What brings you to this moment? And this is another song that we do. It's called All Right. And this is going to require your participation. After this, I think we're all done with this event. So come on and sing with us. If you feel like standing up, please do. And it goes like this. Yeah, clap it up. Come on. Just like that. go. Sing it, sing it. La, da, da. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna Thank you so much. Gracias. Thank you.
Let's thank once again Urban Voices Project Performance Choir. Again, thank you all for attending and for your support of Intercity Law Center. Thank you to all of our honorees. Special thanks to the Luncheon Committee, Board of Directors, and to all the clients in the videos. Many thanks to all ICLC staff for their hard work and commitment to our mission. Thanks to everyone who has donated so far. Can we get one last look at that thermometer? All right, 871, 512, excellent. I'm your announcer, Roland Wiley, also ICLC employee, and on behalf of Intercity Law Center, thank you, take care, and enjoy the rest of your day.